Hello you all, welcome back to another video. This is BNSF 3815 Agent 3 Productions. I'll be filming a locomotive update video. Just kind of updating you all with what's on the roster and the locomotives I currently have. Alright, so starting off with general merchandise and freight service. Here we have a Scale Trains ES44AA. It's a Scale Trains operator. It's a bit of a fixer-upper. It needs some repairs. As soon here, the plow is missing. Doesn't have any couplers. So here. Also, the rear truck is loose. It's actually fallen off. And it's not even powered in the first place. I need to solder leads back on. It's also missing a door and a window. But other than that, it's actually received quite a bit of updates. Seeing here has a full cab interior. It has a cab crew. Also need to redo some of the numbers as well. Other than that, it's received pretty good weathering job. So we need to touch up the fuel tank. That's about all. With 830. Alright, next up with the general merchandise and freight locomotives, we have a Athearn Blue Box Dash 944 CW for Southern Pacific 8125. Not much has really been done. It's gotten quite a bit. It has a snowplow. It's falling off, so I'll have to glue that on. Redid the ditch lights, and it received quite a heavy weathering job. The paint's really faded down. You've seen this in quite a bit of my videos now on the club layout. Yeah, it's received a heavy weathering job. Again, it's a dummy. Yeah. Received KD couplers, both ends. Has a KD 158, so this one's at 158. Then we have a KD long shank coupler. And that's about all with 8125. Next up is 9711. It too is a Athearn Blue Box. This one's actually a powered model. It's received a light weathering job, as seen right here. Has the road grime on the sill. That's about all. So here has all the details on it. I lost a horn to it, but I can get that off of Details West. They have the correct style RS3L. It's also missing a ditch light, but that too can be fixed with a bit of styrene. Yeah. That's about all with 9711. Alright, final general merchandise through freight locomotive is my one and only BNSF locomotive. It's BNSF 8615. You can't really see it because the numbers have kind of scrubbed off there. I'll go back and redo it. You can actually see it on the tail end. 8615. It's an old Walters locomotive. It's not even Walters train line or main line. It's an older Walters locomotive. It needs a bit of work. So I tried gluing on the fuel tank, but it's not really staying. So I'll have to redo that. It's a B40-8. Hasn't really received much. Needs couplers. It's in here. It needs some new coupler boxes. That one's actually busted off completely. Anyways, that's about all with all the road freight and general merchandise locomotives. All right, next up will be local power. All right, so first locomotive in terms of local power is a Athearn Blue Box GP60. 4039 hasn't really, actually it's seen quite a bit of upgrades. See right here, I scratched and built these ditch lights here. The ditch lights are scratch built. Actually built these with aluminum from a aluminum can. And there's actual lights behind it. They're incandescent bulbs. I know they're not the best, but it definitely works. It's received KD couplers in quite a bit of detail, as seen here. Added the MU cable in red and the MU hoses. Uncoupling lever, ditch lights, new headlight lenses, and put in some number boards. Those just need to be numbered. I also added some windshield wipers that are actually scratch built. The windshield wipers are. Added in some windows, PTC antenna, even some roof piping. Scratch built a rotary beacon and a AC unit. The AC unit and pretty much everything scratch built, as well as a PTC antenna here. Also scratch built. 4039 received a pretty heavy weathering job here. Started to install some handrails. Yeah. So that's about all for 4039. All right. Second and final locomotive for local power is this XBN GP40-2. So here it's a GP40. Not too much has really been done besides replaced the horn hook couplers with KD 158s. Both ends. It too is an Athearn Blue Box. It's also powered. Forgot to mention that with 4039 is powered as well. It's an XBN unit, 3062. So yeah, we have a nice freight bonnet and cascade green local power. Alright, next up will be leaser units. Alright, first up for leaser units is 2784. This might look familiar. It's this is LTEX 2784. So yeah, Bachmann GP38-2. Not a lot is. I mean, it's actually yeah. This has seen quite a bit of weathering. Fairly heavy weathering. And as you can here, I painted these two panels gray to simulate bare primer. The roof weathering, the roof has seen quite a bit of weathering. The roof actually received a lot of weathering. KD 158, whisker coupler, and a regular KD on this end, right here. Has a MU cable, no MU hoses or air hoses. This one has quite a bit of damage to it. Actually, the front pilot broke off a long time ago, like 4 years ago. No, it's like 3 years ago, actually. It's received, again, quite a bit of weathering. The cab is custom. This is from a lifelike locomotive because it lost the original cab. But I managed to paint match it, and it looks good. So yeah, that's all for 2784. And by the way, it is a dummy as well. Anyways, moving on. Alright, next up is LTEX 56. This is actually an ex-Union Pacific locomotive. If you look on this side and not weather it, it was originally Union Pacific 3571. As seen here, it's received quite a bit of heavy weathering. As seen here, the UP logo is painted over in black, just like what they do in real life. It has the FRA striping. So here, this one's actually fairly weathered. Yeah. It's received a lot of weathering. I actually modeled it as an XSP unit, XSP SD40R. As seen right here, it has the SP style lights, the SP style light package. Well, there used to be an emergency light up here, and this was the oscillating light. And then here's the headlight. And again, the UP logo is patched over on this unit. So yeah, again, it's received a lot of roof weathering. So yeah, that's all for leaser power. Next up is passenger equipment, passenger locomotives. All right, first up we have a Amtrak P40 DC. Number is 819. You might recognize that number as the real 819 was involved in a wreck. It was a powered model, but now it's a dummy unit. Yeah. The reason is the other locomotive I have, the next one is powered. So yeah. But also it lost quite a bit of parts. It's received a relatively good weathering job. So right here, the nose is significantly weathered. If we look at the side, it also has a fairly good weathering job. You can see fuel leaking down the fuel cap, just like in real life. As seen right here, looks like the exhaust did catch fire a while ago. Yeah, I also modified the back end to look like a P40, so I cut out this window over here. You can see I added the window. Just like the prototype, there is a window on the back end of P40s in real life. That's the main difference between P40s and P42s. And on the other side, it also has a weathering job. I see here it's missing the side frames, the plow, as well as the etched metal fan cover. It has almost all the windows, but other than that, it's a really nice locomotive. Alright, next up, we have a Amtrak F40PH. Numbered 271. This one is a Bachmann Spectrum F40PH. It has quite a bit of detail. It too has a fairly light weathering job. It only has the undersill weathering. That's about all it really received. It has quite a bit of detail. The two strobe lights on the roof actually work. It has really good lighting, even has directional lighting. Seen right there. So yeah, Alright, well, that's all there really is to 271. Next up, we will look at project locomotives and locomotives I kind of have for fun. Alright, well, starting off with project locomotives and locomotives I have for fun. We have a Southern Pacific SD40 T-2 in the Kodachrome paint scheme. It's an Athearn blue box. Here this is 8526. It's a SD40 T-2. It's not gonna receive any weathering. It's gonna stay as is, and that's because I want to preserve the paint, and I just kind of want it to look the way it is because I'm a big fan of this paint scheme. If you didn't know, I really like the Kodachrome paint scheme. This is my first, and as of right now, this is my only Kodachrome locomotive. So yeah, that's really all there is for 8526. 7400, this is a project locomotive. I'm currently working on the Southern Pacific 7551 East Rec Consist. Do not know when the videos will start on that, but at some point I will be I will be making some videos of working on the consist. This will be 7549. I'm gonna change the headlight. It's supposed to have the horizontal headlight, not the vertical headlight. It's gonna get an emergency light, new logo, and of course it's gonna be renumbered and receive a lot of prototype details. I went ahead and saved the best for last. This is the lead locomotive to the runaway train. This is the GP40. It's received a lot. I completely repainted this unit, added all the snow effects, everything. Even has a interior, can't really see it, but it has the emergency stop button. It even has the little speedometer on the inside. You'll see it. There you go, you can see it right there. That's the speedometer. Yeah, it's received all the debris on the front, all the snow effects, even the rotary beacon on the on the top of the locomotive. Yeah, that's really all there is to this lead unit. Here's the trailing F7A. I believe it's 500, if I'm correct. It's either 500 or 1500. Not much to it, it's just received all the snow effects. Here it has the MU cables. Same thing with this one, the F7, or the GP40. I forgot to mention that it has all the snow effects on the handrails and all the details on the end of the locomotive. So yeah, it has all the snow effects. It has everything on it. Yeah. Anyways, next up is the GP9, and then we'll call it a day. Alright, finally, we have the GP9, one of two GP9s. It's received a lot of snow effects. Seen right here. There's all the snow on the front, on the handrails. It has the correctly damaged handrails. This is the fourth unit. There's 3 units, and this is the fourth unit. So right here, it's received a lot of snow effects. I might touch this up at some point. It's not really that realistic. Yeah. Anyways, that's about all for all the locomotives that I have. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun making this video, actually. Anyways, please like and subscribe. As always, this is BNSF 3815 out.